This is part 2 of the introduction. Historically, being active past 100 would be practically impossible. Approximately 117 billion humans have lived on Earth, all but the current 8 million have died. But based on the latest trends in medical science, there is hope for some of the 8 billion still alive. While the miracle cure may not be available yet, if you can hang in there long enough, it just might be available in your lifetime. In the meantime, taking better care of yourself will allow you to take advantage of the cure when it's available. I am currently 80 years old. If I can remain healthy and active until 100, by then there could be a pill or a procedure to give me another 5 years, and so on and so on. And that's what I mean by the Methuselah Proposition. There are pills and procedures that will extend your healthy life. While they are legal, the FDA and the AMA haven't approved them yet. And good luck getting the insurance company to pay for them. I'll be discussing supplements and medical procedures later in the video. They haven't been approved by the FDA, but if the older people wait for that, they might be dead. Some aspects of human aging, namely telomere lengthening and senescence reduction, have been achieved using hyperbaric chambers, exercise, diet, and supplements. Those things and more will be examined in the videos that follow. This is not to say that if you have cancer, heart disease, diabetes, a magic pill will not make them all go away and you'll feel young again. What I'm suggesting is that if you keep yourself healthy long enough, a pill or treatment will make it to the market and extend your life beyond what is possible now. The magic pill or treatment probably will still require that you eat right, exercise, and handle stress. Just eating right alone won't get you to the promised land, nor will just exercising do it. You've got to have the completely healthy lifestyle, plus the magic bullet to extend your active life beyond the current expiration date. I can hear you thinking that that's all this overcrowded, environmentally threatened world needs is people living longer. Don't worry, even if they could live longer, most people wouldn't want to, don't have the discipline to, or couldn't afford to. Just look at the health of people in the United States. 73% of the population is overweight and or obese. Certainly they know that they are shortening their lives, yet they keep on eating junk food and not exercising. I envision a pill or pills that must be taken regularly or a procedure that must be repeated often. This will not be cheap, and health insurers might not cover them. Just think of the billions of people demanding that their health insurance pay thousands of dollars monthly to extend their lives. Since aging is not recognized as a disease, the insurers won't have to pay, and to do so would bankrupt them. On the other hand, it is estimated that extending the healthy life of the world's population for 1 year would save $38 trillion in medical bills. Extending 10 years would save $367 trillion. Maybe the insurance company might go for it after all. There are two schools of thought about how to cure aging. Mark Zuckerberg is investing over $300 million to cure all major diseases. His reasoning, if you could cure the diseases that kill, then you cure aging. On the other hand, Dr. David Sinclair believes that curing aging will result in a cure of major diseases. I'm betting on that Dr. Sinclair is right. Other billionaires like Larry Ellison, Larry Page, Peter Thiel are investing in some combination of curing disease and curing aging. The outward signs of aging are graying, wrinkles, slowing gait, hunchback, memory loss, hearing loss, vision loss. Internally, aging means shrinking telomeres, accumulating senescent cells, and failing epinemus. These videos will not only show you how to reduce and eliminate the outward signs of aging, but also at the cellular level as well. Slowing down, stopping, and even reversing aging are no longer science fiction dreams. A group of doctors at Tel Aviv University were able to reverse the signs of aging in a group of older volunteers by as much as 24 years with the use of barometric chambers and other medical tricks over a period of 90 days. For $60,000 and 90 days, the Aviv Clinic in Florida will provide the same treatment. I will be discussing a cheaper, more convenient method in the video on exercise. The way the body naturally resets one's biological clock is by putting the body in a situation where survival is in question. Fasting makes the body think it's starving to death. Ice baths make the body think it's freezing to death. Sauna baths make the body think it's having a heat stroke. Spinning, not jogging, makes the body think it's running away from a saber-toothed tiger or caveman. I advocate wind sprints and saunas as the best way to reset your aging clock, because fasting and ice baths require unnecessary pain and suffering. Unless you are a masochist, living longer should be enjoyable, not a pain. At this writing, I am 80 years old. Testing my saliva resulted in a biological age of being 65. Being a male makes it quite a bit more difficult to be healthy at 100. In the U.S., males comprise 17.2% of the population over 100. The other 82.8% are women. In this study, there were only two genders. It would help if I were Oriental. The Japanese lived the longest of any major country at an average of 85.3 years. Of all the countries, the U.S. ranks 43rd at 81 for women and 77 for men. In the U.S., the only state where average age for longevity exceeds 80 years is Hawaii. Maybe it's because of the cleaner air, or there are specific places where residents have lived longer than their nation's average. Sardinia, Italy, Icaria, Greece, Okinawa, Japan, Loma Linda, California. There are also places where people live shorter lives than average. They are almost exclusively in Africa. I'll be reporting about lifestyle of people and environments in those locations too. Perhaps that will help to understand what it takes to live longer and have longer health spans. Your occupation can make a difference. Beekeepers have longer telomeres than any other profession. So I put honey on my cereal in the morning. Firemen and firewomen live longer than any other major profession. You'd think that it would be medical professionals, but no. The requirement to be fit is more important than the ability to take the right medicine. Currently, the number of people living longer than 100 is a fraction of a small percentage, ranging from 2% of 1% in most countries to 4% of 1% in Japan. In a country the size of U.S., 325 million, that means 65,000 over the age of 100. Take away those that are crippled and dependent, and you have about 5,000 that are still active. Hopefully those who will follow these recommendations in this series will be members of the active and over 100 when their time has come. There are 20 topics I'll be addressing. Not all are necessary to reverse your age. Some are just good for your health. Not all have a video or an article made about them. Some are just featured on this website, MethuselahProposition.com. And for the book that follows, they are arranged in random order. I do not know which is more important for age extension. However, many activities are codependent. For example, exercise without recovery, stretching, and massage will lead to injury, which will prevent exercising. The topics so far are purpose, exercise, sleep, Aviv barometric chamber, stem cell treatment, hormone replacement, strengthening, massage, supplements, yoga, oriental massage, fasting and chelation, floating, ice baths, sex, sauna, blood transfusion, and summary. Most of the books on health and life extension focus on one of these subjects. They spend hundreds of pages breaking down the detail more about who you need to know about more than you need to know about the subject. This site is like a series of cliff notes and articles on many subjects. Because without a complete lifestyle of healthy activities, chances are you won't reverse this inevitable. One part alone won't do it. It's the symphony of many parts playing in harmony that will extend the life of new lengths. This is the first in a series of videos and articles on life extension. My next project will be exercises that lengthen telomeres and reduce senescence. Thanks for reading. I'm not a medical professional, so before taking my advice, consult your doctor. This is not a commercial site. Products may be mentioned, but do not necessarily sponsor this site.